Right, there's going to be a whole bunch of steps to making this civil drawing set. But the first thing we're going to do, even before we know what it's going to look like, is open up and set up my AutoCAD drawing for civil. So here I am. You can see I've got AutoCAD open. I'm going to make a new drawing. And I'm going to do my workplace setup. Right click options, display. I use a light background. I use a white background. I turn off my grid lines. Over here, all these good things that I always do. Dynamic input on, isometric off, line weight on. These three things are off, workspace on, everything else off. Okay, and of course I need units. My units now are going to be decimal feet. That's what civil stuff works in. And I'm going to keep the precision as like 2 places. And my angles are going to be something called surveyor's units. And you'll see more about that. And I think I need degrees and minutes. I think that's what's on here. And we're going to leave clockwise unchecked. Counterclockwise will be positive degrees. Okay, so I've got my decimals ready. Now I need some layers. So let me open my resource file. Here's the ones that I've got so far that I've saved. And I'll ignore that. That's okay. Here we are. And I'll go back to my drawing, but I can type DC for Design Center. See, we keep doing the same thing over and over again. Hopefully you're getting practice at it. Open the drawings and layers. Oh, but I want those from my resource file. Close that one down and look at the layers in my resource file. I need dim text. I need thick and thin. I need phantom, but I'm going to rename it as CProp. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need no print, and I'm going to need hidden, but I'm going to rename it as C setback. So I think I've got a lot of them in there. Let's see how I did here. Look at all this stuff that's in here. Oh, I got to get, I did those in the wrong ones. Here we go. Let's get it right. I have to be in my drawing number 1. There's nothing in there. Let's start over at the top. I need dim text. I need hidden. I need no print. I need phantom, I need thick, and I need thin. And in my layer properties, let me bring that here where you can see it. Hidden is going to change its name, and it's going to be C-setback. And phantom is going to change its name, and it's going to be C-prop. There we go. And it looks like my line weights are all kind of messed up here. So I'd better check and make sure. I need to talk about my line weights in inches. So let's open that back up. Now they're in inches. And my C prop should change to 0.028. And my C setback 014. Thick, thin, everything else is looking correct. Okay, so that's how we should get it. C prop, C setback are your new ones. Now my layouts, I'm going to use my architectural B-size is the one I'm going to use. And my first one is going to be named, and I'm going to rename it right now, Site Plan. Then I'm going to pull another one in, and it's going to be Drainage Plan. And I have to rename these, or when I try to pull a new one in, it won't go if it's already named in there. That's why I keep renaming them right now. Then SWPPP, Stormwater Pollution Prevention Plan. And my last one is going to be my details. So now I'm going to need a dim style also. And so I've got this one called Architectural, and it's going to be very similar to that. So let me pull in Architectural. And then go fix that one up. So here I am. I'm going to do my Manage Dim Styles. And I'm going to take Architectural. And I'm going to first rename it as Civil, DEC for decimal, FT for feet. And I'm going to modify it now. And this all looks right, but my units are wrong. So my primary units are going to be decimal and 2 decimal places. And my suffix, I want it to have a little foot symbol at the end. That's called a suffix. I'm going to put an apostrophe right there. There, now I have a civil dim style. Now I'm going to show you a couple of things that are kind of cool. Oh, let me make sure I get everything else. And I need a new leader style. Let's come back to my library resources and see my multi-leader styles. I do have a cool one for landscape. So let me pull that in. And then I'm just going to rename that. Sorry, I have to pull it in over here in my drawing one. I keep doing that. There's my landscape pulled in. Multi-leader styles, and I'm going to manage those. And that one called landscape now is going to get renamed as civil. Now, here's the cool thing. If I come back to my library resource file, okay, I can now go into my drawing one and I can get those new civil decimal feet. Now it's in my library resource file. My layers C prop is now in my library resource file. Setback is now in my library resource file. Multi-leaders civil is now in my library resource file. That's how you can modify them in your new drawing and get them quickly back into your resource library file. So now that I've got everything set up, I need to save it. Save as. And I'm in section 6 now. And this is my civil drawing. ROS, my initials. Yours will have your initials. So there's your setup. I'm going to go back to my model really quick and save it here so that I'm sort of in my model. So there's the first thing that you do. Set up your AutoCAD file.